Well, hey, I'm Dr. Hagmeyer, and in today's video, we're going to explore something, again, that's often overlooked in traditional medicine. Actually, it's very rarely even talked about in traditional medicine, but it's something called heart rate variability, and it's especially important and connected to your vagus nerve. Today's video, you'll learn what heart rate variability is, why your vagus nerve matters for digestion and healing, and how stress impacts both of these. And if you struggle with digestive problems, fatigue, anxiety, poor sleep, or chronic inflammation, this is something you don't want to ignore. All right, so this is something that you may have never even heard of, but let's start with really what heart rate variability is and the basics of it. Well, again, HRV, or heart rate variability, is a measure of the variation in times between each heartbeat. Now, I know that might sound counterintuitive, but you might think a steady heartbeat is a good thing. But actually, a healthy heart doesn't tick like a metronome. Instead, it responds dynamically to your environment, speeding up when needed and slowing down when you're at rest. Heart rate variability measures something called the resilience of your nerve system. And the more flexible your heart is between beats, the healthier, more balanced your nerve system is. So heart rate variability is really a direct window into your autonomic nerve system, specifically the balance between the sympathetic nerve system, which again is your fight or flight, and your parasympathetic nerve system, which is your rest and digest, or even your repair mode. Now, a higher heart rate variability, more parasympathetic tone, equals better resilience, better digestion, less stress, better stress recovery. But a lower heart rate variability means more sympathetic dominance, stress overload, inflammation, poor gut function, anxiety. So we've got to talk about this vagus nerve and the connection it has, right? So this vagus nerve is really the superstar of your parasympathetic nerve system, right? The vagus nerve really runs from your brainstem all the way down to your heart, to your lungs, and most importantly, even your digestive tract. It controls things like your heart rate, your breathing, your ability to digest food, gut motility, your production of digestive enzymes and stomach acid. So again, when this vagus nerve isn't functioning well, you don't digest food efficiently, you can't reduce chronic inflammation, you can't stay calm, you have problems regulating body temperature. But if vagal tone is weak, you'll experience bloating and constipation, poor enzyme function, acid reflux, and increased food sensitivities. Again, it's all about the balance between sympathetic and parasympathetic. Chronic stress, whether it's emotional, physical, environmental, or even perceived, this can significantly lower your heart rate variability. And that means that your vagus nerve is being suppressed. And when your vagus nerve is being suppressed, your body is stuck in a go, 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 go survival mode, not healing mode. This is going to, again, disrupt digestion. It's going to increase inflammation. It's going to slow down gut motility, and even affects the gut-brain connection, contributing to things like anxiety, irritable bowel syndrome, SIBO, and of course, histamine intolerance. So now you might be wondering, what is a good heart rate variability? And that really depends on several factors, things like your age, your fitness level, and your health history, of course. In general, an HRV of 60 or above is considered healthy in most adults. In elite athletes, they often have HRVs that are 90 or even higher. HRVs below 40 often indicates chronic stress, poor recovery, and nerve system dysregulation. So when your HRV is high, your body is more resilient, right? You sleep better, you digest better, you recover faster, your immune system is stronger, you feel more calm, you feel more clear, more energized. A higher HRV has been linked to lower inflammation, better emotional regulation, stronger immune function, lower risk of chronic disease. So in essence, HRV is a predictor of how well your body handles life's challenges. So if your HRV is low, I don't want you to worry. This is something that you can improve by strengthening your vagus nerve. And I want to give you a few examples that are science-backed strategies, right? Deep, slow breathing, especially diaphragmatic breathing with long exhales, cold exposure, like finishing a shower with 30 seconds of cold water, gargling and humming to stimulate the vagus nerve through the throat, meditation, prayer, walking in nature, walking on grass, grounding, heart-focused gratitude practices, improving gut health, because again, the vagus nerve is constantly in communication with the digestive system. Certain probiotics and anti-inflammatory nutrients all improve vagal signaling. So your heart rate variability is more than just a number. It's really a mirror of your nerve system and your digestive capacity and your resilience. And your vagus nerve is the pathway through which your brain and your gut communicate how they repair, and how it is regulated. Now, if you've been stuck in a cycle of this poor digestion and chronic stress and fatigue, strengthening your vagal tone and tracking your HRV could be a missing piece of your healing puzzle. So if you haven't already started tracking your HRV, you can use a wearable device like an Oura ring, Apple Watch, Whoop band. But the thing here is start supporting your vagus nerve with daily habits that calm down your nervous system, heal your gut, and restore your body's ability to bounce back from stress. If you want to explore this further and get personalized guidance, I recommend that you visit my website. You can schedule a free 15-minute phone consult if some of these things that I've talked about today are things that you're struggling with. Well, hey, I'm Dr. Hagmeyer. I want to thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.